Greetings, automotive enthusiasts. Today we're going to bring you a little piece of America. What we have here is a 1998 Chevrolet K1500 4x4 half-ton truck extended cab with the 5.7 liter V8 engine. And one of the coolest features on this truck is it is equipped with a 5-speed manual transmission. Let's take a walk around on this truck here real quick. This is a one-owner truck. Carfax is clean, Carfax, clean title. Shows 0 accidents, but I think it's had a couple of little doinks I'll kind of point out to you as we go over the truck. But it's only got 80,000 miles on it. And it's just an amazing surviving truck. You know, most of these obviously are 200,000-300,000 miles, beat to death, rusted out, and used up. These old trucks are becoming really quite the collector's items. Just kind of a really bygone era of American trucks. It's kind of the end of the line of just the good, standard, reliable truck that Ford and Chevy and Dodge, you know, we're kind of known for. Now it's all complicated and cylinder deactivation and emissions and just all the nonsense that, well, I say nonsense, I mean, it's just all the stuff that they have to deal with to keep up with modern emissions. But that's why people are really gravitating, you know, back towards the original trucks. But let's take a look at this truck here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is, you know, first thing that jumped to my mind about this truck is you know, somebody's put an aftermarket headlight and fascia and grill setup in it. It looks more like a GMC. Actually, we've ordered the original Chevrolet, well, original style aftermarket, the whole Chevrolet front end, lights and grill package. I just, you know, I wanted to bring this truck to you because, I mean, I've actually got people interested in the truck. We just got it in, you know, a day ago, but already getting inquiries on it, so we put it on our website. So wanted to get a video of it, and then I can, you know, you can look at the website for updated pictures to kind of see, you know, if we actually, because I actually ordered the parts, and we're going to change it back to Chevy front end, just stock factory. It's kind of, I really like the truck, and that's just something that I want to do. Heck, I could take this, you know, fascia and turn around and sell it and basically get our money back. So I like to see that. But somebody else is going to see this truck and go, I like it like it is. And so there you go. Looking across the hood, the paint is in really good shape on this truck. It's got some swirls in it, as you can see, and there's some chips and there's some nicks in it. One little ding. See if I can get the light on it right there. It's kind of hard to see. Yeah, you can kind of see it right there. Little ding on the truck. Really what this truck could use would be a good paint correction and a ceramic coat to kind of lock in that red color. But the hood's really, really good. The fascia, no real notable issues on the fascia. It's in good condition. And like I said, that's probably going to be changed. Looking across the bumper and valance is in good condition. Minor little imperfections, nicks and cracks in the plastic, like right there, a little crack. But considering what this is, I don't think you could ask for much more. Let's just do this here real quick too while we're here. Take a peek under the front, nice and dry, no rust on this truck, you know, just obviously, you know, like surface rust, but no, for all intents and purposes, no rust. Truck runs absolutely tops. Looks great underneath there. Gonna come here on the right fender. No issues on the right fender. You'll notice here, one of the things I was going to tell you is it looks like this right fender has been changed. The paint is a little shinier than the door. So this right fender has been painted and or changed. So probably maybe, you know, who knows, hit a deer, you know, who knows, you know, grandma backed into it. You know, who knows what, you know, stuff happens on an old vehicle. That's why it'd be nice to do a paint correction and ceramic coat, because then you're going to really tie in all the red together, you know, where there's some slight differences. Looking here at the wheels, got some cool, it's like Pacer, I guess, aftermarket wheels. Again, if I could find stock wheels, I would put it back to stock, because with the condition of this truck, I really think stock is the coolest way to go. This left front tire, I'm sorry, looks to be basically new. And I don't know if you can see kind of in the fender wells here, but other than some surface rust, you know, very solid. no rust there. We'll just go ahead and show you under the rockers here, under the cab, super clean underneath the truck. All right, looking down the door of the truck, door is excellent, really. Down at the very bottom corner. I mean, I think probably imperfections from the factory a little bit, but yeah, there's one tiny little bubble right there on the bottom corner of the door. Coming up the bed side here, or the cab side, it looks nice and clean. And then while we're here, I'll just go ahead and pop the inside of the door and show you the edges. So where that tiny little bubble is, you can see just the tiniest little bubbles there. But if you know these trucks, that is excellent. There's the VIN tag. And inside the jams, no rust, very little wear even, step through. We'll get to the interior here in a little bit. I'll go ahead and go down the truck. Door closes nice and tight, Cheyenne trim level. All right, looking across the bed side. Bed is in very, very nice shape. One little ding right here that you can see, but pretty clean other than that. Looking inside the wheel wells, kinda looking around, and then pan back. Now these tires, I mean, I'll show you each tire because they're all the same brand a little bit. This one here has got the most wear on it, and it does have some dry cracking on the tire. There's the wheel. The truck drives good, rides good. It's probably gonna be one of those things where, the tires could use change, but we're gonna let the new owner decide, because everybody has especially on a truck, everybody has a different desire for a truck. So we don't want to put a light terrain tire on, and then the customer that buys it wants a full off-road, mud terrain, and then you've put new tires on that they don't want. So tail lights are a little bit faded. They should polish out really nice. You could probably bring those, a little polish, and you could bring those back to like new condition. Looking across the tailgate, and you can see that the little light scratches in the tailgate, but overall very good condition. Rear bumper, it does have somebody put a receiver hitch on it, and a little doink in the bumper right there. Pretty clean otherwise, a little scuff on the bumper. Looking inside the bed, drop the tailgate here. Somebody did a nice job of putting a nice bed mat in it, a little bed liner. Looking underneath, the bed is in good condition. Underneath the mat, got a fifth wheel ball that they put in there, and then just kind of scanning through the bed here, and there you go. Okay, got the bed closed, totally closed. There's your right tail light, good condition, a little bit of fading. All right, looking down the right bed side, it looks to me like this bed side has been painted more recently. A little bit of damage on top of the bed here. So looks like maybe there was a little bit of damage, and maybe they worked out some of the damage and then sprayed the bed side. But it doesn't really look, it looks really nice. I mean, you've got that little wave on the top, but what's nice about it is that even though not all this paint on this truck matches, it's, all the same age, but there's no glaring differences, I mean, not like it's bright and shiny and then completely flat dead on the next panel. That's why I'm saying if you did a paint correction in a ceramic coat, this truck would just look phenomenal. I'm gonna do this here real quick too. Just show you the roof of the truck. All right, looking across the roof, there are a few little dings and doinks, but paint's good. A few little, I don't know, I want to say, there's half a dozen little dings or flaws on the roof of the truck, but again, you're not even really going to be able to see it. So looking down, going back to the right side, right cab corner is nice. Even looking down in here, I'll go ahead and give you underneath the truck. Again, excellent condition. Right door is excellent. I mean, on a truck standpoint, I mean, this truck is, you know, obviously if we're looking at a Porsche or something, the flaws are one thing, but from a truck standpoint, this thing is really clean. This door here is really nice. No rust bubbles or anything. Cab and entry is nice. All right. Finishing out here, even the mirrors are nice. Got the little rain gutters. You know, personally, I'd probably take them off. I'm not a big fan of those. That one's showing some cracks in it. Windshield is super clean. Nice solar ray windshield. A few minor wiper marks and little scratches, but otherwise very, very nice. The right fender is excellent condition. Right front tire, again, has some decent tread, showing its age with cracks. You know, it looks like this truck probably did sit a lot. I don't think I showed this other rear tire. So what it looks like is it looks like we got 2 new tires and 2 old tires. It's kind of interesting though, because they're caddy corner. It was the left front and the right rear tire are new, so I'd probably put the 2 new tires on the front and probably just put 2 new of the same tires on the rear, because actually 2 of them do look new and 2 of them should be replaced. So that would be something to look into. All right, let's go look inside the interior. The interior of this truck is phenomenal. The nice thing about being indoors here at Shift is I don't have the issues with the wind and stuff, and we get good lighting, but it's always kind of tough really to show the interiors. I don't get as good a lighting as out in the natural light, but this interior is exceptionally clean, and I hope it comes out in the camera. But in manual windows, manual mirrors, it's interesting because, well, let's keep on looking here. So if you look at the floors and the carpets, I mean, and I've got the original floor mats too, the rubber floor mats, and they're in good condition, but I wanted to pull them out so you could see the carpets, but carpets are just immaculate. I mean, you could clean on them a little bit if you wanted to, but for all intents and purposes, absolutely phenomenal. The seats, I mean, look at this. I mean, unbelievable condition. Got the 60/40 split bench, very, very comfortable. I'll go ahead and look here. We got the 5-speed manual transmission and manual transfer case with the high and low range. I love the graphics of these trucks from the 90s, so cool. Got our factory cassette player. AC is ice cold. The cassette player ticks, you know, like tick, 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 tick for about 5 or 10 seconds when you start it. So I'm assuming the cassette player doesn't work. Actually, I can kind of start it and show you here real quick. We've got 80,174 miles. I'm gonna go ahead and fire it up here for you so you can, so there's your cassette noise. So assume that the cassette player doesn't work. And then I'm gonna fire the truck up. Here's all the lights. And it's fired up. Now we do have an ABS light and an airbag light. I think every one of these trucks I've ever had has had an ABS light. It's something that I've just sold as a fault disclosure, and I don't know. I think the ABS modules are common to go out. I think most people just leave it alone. I don't think they change it, but just full disclosure. And then it does have an airbag light. Not sure what that fault is for, but just letting you know that it's there. AC blows ice cold. Radio plays nice. AC blows ice cold, and truck has a great sound. Listen to this. Good old 5.7 liter. Okay, I'm gonna shut it off here. Well, actually, let's just go ahead and take a peek under the hood while we got it running, and then we'll get the other side of the interior. Okay, Vortec 5.7 liter. I know it's about 250 some horsepower, about 300 I think, and 30 or 350 foot-pounds of torque. This truck runs very strong, especially with that manual transmission. I mean, it really gets down the road very, very nice. Now, I was telling you about that left fender being changed, and the reason I can tell it's changed is because you can see where they, on the inside, where they didn't completely paint the inside of the fender. Like here's the original fender, you know, with the inside of the fender painted, and for whatever reason they missed the inside of the fender when they painted it. Hood looks original, got the original hood pad on it. Looks pretty original. I don't think it's been changed, but truck runs fantastic. Dry underneath, quiet as can be, zero smoke. All right, I'm coming around the other side. We'll shut this guy off. All right. Now looking here on the right side, again, the right door panel is flawless. Looking at the dash, I like the color of this interior too, kind of a taupe-ish gray. There was one little teeny crack right there, but other than that, the dash is immaculate. Carpets, again, are as perfect as you could find on a 1998 truck. The seat on the passenger side is immaculate, aside from a little tear in the vinyl where people, get in for the back seat, which I'm fixing to do here right now. So slide the back seat forward, and there's the rear seat, and it is immaculate in the back. And I think I showed you the headliner. It's nice. So that is the tour of the truck, and now let's do my favorite part of the videos. Let's take it out for a test drive. Jump in, and here we go. All right, we're strapped down into the Chevy. Had to get a little America theme going here today. You know me, if you watch any of my videos, I have fun playing along with the little theme of the dress with the car. Hey, why not have some fun? Let's fire this red-blooded truck up. There it is. Back her on out here, and we'll take it for a spin. Turn the air on a little bit low here. Hopefully don't hear too much noise. Backing on out into the sunlight. Beautiful day here in Kansas, beautiful afternoon. Go ahead and close the door. All right. And here we go. The truck, the brakes on the truck, the clutch, motor, suspension, everything is super tight on the truck, other than the faults that I disclosed there. We got the airbag light and the ABS light. So we're gonna get out here on the road and give it a spin. One thing about these trucks, they don't have much of a turning radius. You better give yourself some room to make a turn. Looks like I'm getting a little cockeyed. Sorry about that. All right. Just love the manual transmission. I'm guessing, I don't know, this is a Cheyenne truck, so it does have the manual mirrors, manual windows, manual locks. But the one thing that it does have, that's the most important thing, is it's got air conditioning and it's got cruise control, and it does have the tilt steering wheel. I'm guessing, I'm not sure, the diehard Chevy guys here would know, but I'm guessing if you went up to the Silverado trim, that I wouldn't be surprised if manual wasn't even an option. So this is probably the most optioned out vehicle they could get while having a manual transmission. All right, let's give her some gas here and see how she runs. Woo, uh-oh, kind of light. Got the brakes here. Brakes work really good. Had to use them there. The one good thing, like I said, two of the tires, they do have some age and some wear to them, but they're wearing perfectly. So I always look at, whenever you're looking at a used vehicle, brand new tires can be a double-edged sword. It's nice to have brand new tires, but also somebody could put brand new tires on to mask a problem with the vehicle, because it's not until 20,000 miles down the road that you start to see cupping or bad wear or camber wear, all kinds of issues, but you don't see it on new tires. So whenever I see a vehicle that has older tires and they have perfect wear, that actually can be a good thing. That can kind of really give you some indications and clues to the condition of the vehicle. All right, let's get her going again here. how comfortable these trucks are. Even this bench seat is just really comfortable. It's got like a 265/75/16 tire on it, so you know you got some nice meat on the tires, you know, which is really nice. So you know you're not just, you know, all these new trucks got 22-inch tires. I mean, you know, I don't know. I mean, I guess it can help in a handling aspect of towing, but that's about it. Otherwise, I'm not into it. So we're gonna actually take this truck and just get it up on the highway. Got to go through a couple of stoplights here, so you can listen to me, put up with me rambling. But yeah, it's just something, you know, the steering's tight on this truck. There's just something, you know, about driving this generation of Chevy truck. I mean, it, and you know, there's a lot of people out there too that talk about, you know, just, you know, how much more comfortable they are than modern stuff. All right, here we go. Some of you might have saw my little pass there. Hey, I had a run, had a clear lane. Why not? The guy was like, "What the heck was that?" Probably. I cleared him pretty good, so hopefully I didn't irritate him too much. So here we are. Put up in 5th gear. Just, I mean, I'm at 60 mile an hour right now, doing about 1800 RPM. So, I mean, the truck's probably going to get 20 miles to the gallon. You know, so I don't think it has any aggressively low gearing on it, which is what I'm guessing most people are going to want, you know. I mean, if you want something with super low gearing, you know, for towing, you're probably going to go with a 3/4 ton or 1 ton truck. So I think this is the appropriate truck. You know, you're going to have good power, good towing, you know, in the occasions that you need it. But otherwise, you've just got a really, really nice truck to drive around. So we're just cruising around, going through the city streets here. Like I said, you heard me go through the gears there. So no synchros problems, nothing like that. And then, like I said, the clutch here. So like I'm in 2nd gear, overload the clutch, pop it, hear it break the tires loose. You know, that was in 2nd gear. I always kind of do that to test the clutch, because if you got a weak clutch and you kind of pop it in 2nd or 3rd gear, it should either pull the engine down or break the tires loose or slip the clutch. And the third option, slipping the clutch, usually means a weak clutch. And so you can see that this one here's got a lot of nice bite to it. So no clutch issues. You know, I'm guessing it's probably the original clutch, because whatever miles are on this truck, you know, looks like highway miles. I mean, there's just with the lack of wear and tear on the interior, I just don't think this truck has just seen a lot of use or abuse. Really pretty cool truck. I'm pretty excited. I don't imagine this truck's going to stick around very long. Like I said, we want to put I just want to see it with its original front end on it. I really think that's one of the most attractive Chevy front ends, I think, of all time, in my opinion. It's always been my favorite looking truck. And we'll just see what happens here. So, well, hey, I appreciate you guys riding along with us. Thanks for checking out our truck and the overview. Like and subscribe. We really appreciate that. And by subscribing, you know, it'll keep you, you know, turn your notifications on. And then when we get a vehicle like this, you know, you'll be immediately notified. Because, you know, if you're looking at our page, you know, looking for, some neat vehicle to come along, you know, you can see by looking through our other videos, when we post the video of them, they typically don't last very long. And so I'm guessing this will probably be a similar case with this truck here. So like and subscribe, and look us up, Euro-Asian Auto on Facebook, EuroAsianAuto.com, to look at our website and check out all of our inventory. And we really appreciate you tuning in today. And as always, happy motoring. Like a rock, nothing ever got to me. Like a rock, I was strong as I could be. Like a rock, I was something to see. Like a rock, yeah. The truck, not me. I'm not a rock anymore.